Living the norm is not a concept of time, but the process of the body, time itself knows exactly where it is. It doesn't see anything different. It doesn't even realize it's in its own system, which got in its own, sending its own loop, the time frame itself. It's very powerful how we connect to that information setting. Once you start recognizing that everybody sees you at the same level in provision, you have to live inside the system to identify everything else. And the only way we can do that is the practical logical thing. Let's get the coordinates of a box frame. And there's 3 time centers, 3 boxes. And the only box you know, okay, is this. Okay? So this puts you in the past, this puts you in the present, and it puts you in the future right away. So living inside the matrix is a normal thing to everybody else because they don't see anything different. They're just living their days, right? The body has no concept of frame. The mind has no concept of time. So they live inside the mind, but they react through the body. They can't respond to the body until it's understanding itself through its own system. So it's unbelievable how you basically put yourself in that setting. It's living in the sign itself of the past, present, and its future. See? So it's humanity right now. So okay. They have no concept of center of operation. That's where they have to start identifying the flux of travel, so they can process their systems of operation. And then they go through the platforms, moving forward in that calculation. Okay? But they don't. They stay in the past. So they're in the past, which is the present and the future in one. And that's a 3-dimensional setting, yes. Which is interesting too, because I picked it up in frame. But you understand the concept of time is where they are. They don't know any different. So they're just, what is this? So right now, I'm in this system right now. So I have to be in this system so everybody can see me right now. That's where I am right now. So it's really, it's nothing different. It's just the body doesn't understand. It's all in the mind. And once the mind understands the brain understands the heart understands the soul understands the body. You recognize they're always in the center of operation with its presence. That basically puts everything on calculations going forward in traction. So that's how it works. Because everybody sees you. And to them it's normal. To them it's normal. You have to know where they are in the mind conception of themselves, which is everything the same. Okay? They all have to be trapped in the same year. So that process is 2026. It's that position. Their center of operation is 2025. That's where they are right now, right? But their foundation is 2026. So their past is 2025, right? But they're living 2026. 3 lines of 4. So that's one graph. And Wednesday is 3 dimension. So it's 3 paradigms. One graph, 3 paradigm. 1, 2, 3. Right, so that's where humanity is right now. So it's pretty interesting to look at it. Okay? Because their 2026 is their past, present, future. Because they go by year, right? It's 365 days. Okay, one graph and a 3-dimensional body. 3D body. Okay. Their concept of time. It's their seconds, minutes, and hours. Just like anything else, it's totally normal to them. They have no concept of what's going on with their system. But to them, it's normal. See, they don't see it in the matrix. It's just a normal thing. The matrix itself is the process of 2026. It only knows the day, month, and year, the second, minutes, and hours, and the 7 days a week. That's all it is. But you have to live in the system to understand that sentence. There's operation. All right? So it only knows one direction. It only goes in one direction, only. So seconds, minutes, and hours, they don't travel through light years. They go through seconds, minutes, hours. So that follows that position in the sentence. So stay with that position in the position. Seconds change the minutes, minutes change the hours. And then this goes into the 7 days a week. 7 equals Monday. Okay, so it is Monday. So it's a normal thing where that's basically how the matrix is all set up. Just get you guys a basic understanding how this all works. Because to them it's normal. Because you see everybody sees each other. They're in the same process at the same time. So they only they're living the cycles, set position and settings. The seconds, minutes, and hours. These days. See what I mean? They're seeing everybody now. Everybody's seeing us. Because we're also in their system. So they were in the system. So it's not really a lock mechanism. It's just a normal thing to them because they understand the concept of time. So they see everything normal. Right? So it's really interesting to see that information is past of the now. They're not in the past and now. They're not in the presence of the now. They're not in the future of the now. They're in the past, present, future of the now in 2026. Okay, in a one graph in the three-dimensional paradigm. Okay, so that's all it is. It's a position of operation itself. It puts all communication systems off their travel. Okay? And to figure that out, your body works with letters, numbers, shapes, and symbols. So it's important you get a description, and when you're traveling with your body, keep track of that, because letters, numbers, shapes, and symbols help you identify what year you're in, what day, what month, and that's what you follow in. That's how you catch the matrix, where they are. Are they back in time? Are they forward in time? Are they in future of time? Matrix itself it stays. The only thing that they have to start to identify positions, because they only own the second location is 2026. That's all the brain consumes. It doesn't consume anything else. It doesn't know speed, doesn't know acceleration, doesn't know Mach. All it knows it's some locations. The matrix itself is just an optical illusion, how you see yourself. But it's to everybody else in the three dimension. You have to live the matrix to be in the matrix, and then you understand that wow, everything's normal. To them, like I said, it's complete normal. Everybody's seeing you now, right? So it's pretty interesting stuff. But to them it's normal. To us, it's there's no time frame, because we know our times ourselves. Because we time our systems, we clock our systems, we have foundations of our systems. Our seconds, minutes, and hours is how we see it, not how they see 2026 on a 365 day, the 365 lines, which is a year. It's 365 days, right? And they follow up. So they go through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And it repeats the pattern. So they go the same pattern, right? But they don't go past 2026. They stay within the year. So that year puts them in positions and settings. So that's how it identifies the travel of communication. Okay. So I just want to show you, it's pretty fascinating actually when you think about it. It's just a normal thing to them, right? Getting activated crosses the system across lines, gets you out of north, east, west, and south. Okay, And they say it takes everything all directions, takes you out of seconds, minutes, and hours, brings you into the light years, which is always continuous forces spacing. And time itself, remember, center operation system, when you're activated, ground your set of locations is time is space, okay, and ongoing space, existing all at once. You're seeing everything all at once and everything happening all at once. And past is always the now. So everything's happening in the now, past, present, future. But it's all time locked, center location, 3 box frames. They link all together. Okay, telepathy, telekinesis, 3 wire signatures, something as a one setting. Okay, so it's pretty amazing how you go through time and center, 3 box frame, and how you go through space time, which is ongoing space, which is the future, always in the now. So that covers the north, east, west, and south. Okay. And then it just basically, as you go faster, it expands out your perimeters and parameters. Okay, like this. It expands your system. Okay. And then you just go beyond the system. I am the system. You are the system. Right, so just wanted to show you how it comes into the expanding of its system. And as you keep going, acceleration in the Mach and time frame. So you got past lines of space-time, and then you got center of time and space, and then you got future always existing all at once. You bring it all together, and now you're in circulation rotations and set position, existing, everything happening all at once. Right, so it propels where you want to go in position, location, sending through acceleration. So it's really interesting too, because you can travel anywhere you want to go. Okay, because you're changing longitude and latitude, and you're creating lines of web into a network to neurological, pathological systems, and your neurolinks and set tractions. And then you just basically create a webbing system around the setting of operation itself. Okay, but it's all mechanism of time and travel. How you see the past, how you see the present, and how you see the future. 3 box frames all in one. Okay, so they come in collaboration. Okay, so it's kind of like you see this, and you see this, all right? Past, present, future. Okay, and it's 3-dimensional. Past, present, future, right? So the coordinates of the past is the past, and the present is the position where they are. Their present is actually, that is the seconds, minutes, and hours. But the future line stays with the hours itself, right? So that's what it is, seconds, minutes, and hours. And then it just goes back in time frame. Right? Does everything all over, repeating pattern, which is the same day, just different frequency. So that's where we have to process how this all works in tractions. Okay? And the past, the present, and the future, it all comes together in one. Right? There's the triangulation there, and there's the pyramids. It's in position of travel. Okay? So you center here, triangulation here, equal here. It's that position of operation. And you go through 12 centers of games on the bottom, and then 12 center lines games location on the top. And this is your equilibrium, this is your balance, this is your platform of travel. Okay, and then you go to your location grid, and you go rainbow to your frost bridge. Rainbow to the frost bridge is all basically you have to understand how to communicate through your telepathy and understanding how to communicate to each other through bridging, all through polarity. Right? So once you process that, then you can go time flux, time balance, time operations, go back and forth and set lines of travel. Okay, so it gets more complicated, but a lot more fun. Okay, so basically that's how it all works. Lines of travel, communication. Okay, so we're at 14 centers in position of 4 8 lines. Lines set position 15 on grounds. We push processations. So they see time as front line live. Their time frame is the same. It's 15:02. Okay, it's Monday. And it's position location is 30. So it's Monday, 10:40. 10:40 a.m. Okay, so they just live a normal system. You know, it's not. I think we get confused with the matrix. Really is. The matrix is normal to everybody else because there's nothing different. They just process the body is just reacting, but it doesn't understand the mind. So the mind doesn't understand its concept of time. So I can understand the center, and it operates the system in travel. Right? Understand its north, east, west, and south of its operation. And then understand its data from distance and grounds and work about Tesla and tetrahedron. Okay? That's why it's so complicated, because we don't understand our time frame until we get activated our own system. Then we go through our own polarities, and then we go through our own system attractions, through our own bridging system, right? Rainbow and the Frost Bridge is just a transition over to the connection of material nations. So we understand the narrated system and all modes of travel. So you can process, engage with the system of travel. Okay? So I'm going to stop there for now, but I just want you to get a basic understanding of how the matrix works in your system. Okay? Talk to you later. Adios.
Hola.
Hola.